Hey guys, this is Manshark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Europa Universalis IV, and this is Millennia in the Making episode 232. We're France, because of course we are, and we're the Emperor of the HRE. And we're not actually up to anything right now. Excuse me. And by that I mean we're not at war with anybody, but we soon will be, because did something a little silly last episode and released Auvergne, one of the electors. I would dearly like to have them back, just because everybody hates us for being a heretic and controlling other electors, and if we have 4 electors under our sway, well, that would be better, wouldn't it? I just want to check, excuse me, just check out some of these relationships, just in case. We do have a spare diplomat that we could use, that's why I'm doing this. Okay, so I think we might send... Now we're going to gradually do this to all of our guys, so I'm not going to bother too much with that. But what I'm going to have to do is declare war on Auvergne. I can't do it at the moment because we've got a truce of them. I could do it, but it'd be a problem. To avoid that, we say that Auvergne is allied with Savoy. We don't have a truce of Savoy, so we'll be declaring war on them and handling it that way. And that would also get us in with Burgundy, Upper Lorraine, and Bresgau. This is Upper Burgundy here, not Burgundy. This is Burgundy. I don't actually know where the other ones are. Excuse me. So let's see. Upper Lorraine is... this one right here? No. Just above Burgundy. They're Catholic. Burgundy itself is Protestant. You could tell that because it's green. Down here you can see Protestant is red. That's because Catholicism is the religion of Savoy. And where is Bresgau? Oh, right, down here in Corsica, of course. Get it? Yeah. Just want to check something here. Yeah, okay, so they only have Corsica, that's fine. That would also be a issue for the... well... the whole thing with us not exactly not having a truce of them, if you will. Just gonna send some dudes around. Got another army here, yep, beautiful. And we're also training up some artillery. Is that right? It has been a fair amount of time everywhere cancels military access because we restarted the game. Sure. Sure. Got a royal marriage offer from Vasta Gotland. They're still Catholic. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love to have them. But they're still Catholic and... no, not at this moment, my friend. I must respectfully decline. Okay, so all of these troops should be gathered together. I don't even remember what we were doing. This is terrible. You're all artillery, right? Yep. Yeah, it has been a long, long period of time since I've actually played, so... shame on me. Oh, okay, so that's a... I see what we're doing here. These guys going in there to that army. I think I recall what my plan was. Yeah, I could have just watched the older episode, but... I don't want to say ain't nobody got time, because that would be amazingly hypocritical, but yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much it, to be quite honest. I get the feeling that a cockatoo has just landed on the the gutter outside my window, so if you hear a screech, that's it. And that's just what Australia is like, guys. Cockatoos landing on gutters and guitars. That's how it works. Yeah, I know where this These guys should all actually just come the fuck down here. Come on, thank you. To this one? No, to that one. That'll work better. And it looks like our navy's getting some additional personnel. Is that because we have a mission? Yep. Yep, we needed more naval stuff. Just letting some of these count down before I deal with those ships. I don't need to know about that stuff. So what sort of ships did we get? Trade ships. Excellent. Just gather them up. No, it must have been shift. Is it control? Control selects ships and nothing else. Very good. As soon as these armies are in position, I'll get my declaration on. You know what, let's actually just do that right now. Okay, so my target for the war has to be in Savoy. Let's make it one of the more defensive provinces. So I'm actually going to make it Piedmont itself, I think. Yes. Yes, that sounds good. So, Piedmont. Mali will protect them, allegedly. Declare war. In we go. Do we have a spare dude? Nope, we just do not. Let's wait to see who joins in. Everybody joined in because they are... well, obviously they haven't seen through our cunning plan. Oh, hey, these guys. That's because it's a Burgundian army. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? I don't need that leader there. I will want him to be here, though. Doesn't look like they've got anybody who's actually naval. Burgundy's actually quite... oh well, Burgundy Upper Lorraine is quite big, so we might just look at splitting them up a little bit as well. That'll help out. More land we can take, the better, to be honest. Yeah, okay, we've intercepted these guys. Really should have one of our diplomats out doing something. Okay, let's look at what we can do. None of these guys are ever going to like us. I mean, that's just how it's going to work. Let's just... I don't want to send anybody off to one of our guys because it's always going to be an issue. Bit of a problem. How about Volga, Bulgaria? They don't like us because we're their rival, allegedly. We can add another rival. We can't do it while we're at war, though. Let's buddy up with Mali just a little bit. I don't think we're at war with them right now. They didn't join in. So let's just send a dude down to Mali. Why not? Right, this actual war. So we've got the fight there. We're in mountains, of course, so we're taking -3 on everything. But luckily, we're much better than their guy. So we won, and we actually slaughtered a lot of them. Gather together, head on in. I think this trade fleet is actually going to be bigger than the other one. Maybe. Okay, these guys need to actually leave this place. Head on over here. Great, great. Ah, we managed to convert one of the places to our culture. Excellent. Bit of a fight going on down here. It's fine by me. All of our vassals have joined in, of course. Okay, Julik made peace with Luxembourg and forced him to give us Namen. Fucking assholes. Stop giving us things. Our missionaries are just busy right now. Okay, I'm going to start sending this fleet on trade. We've already got some guys patrolling Venice, I think. Yeah, protecting trade node Venice there. So these guys should protect... which trade node? Genoa might be a good one, just because we have so much shit there. So there's the effect. The fleet will add that much trade power to Genoa, which will increase our trade value to 5.39 for a profit of 4.06, due to it costing a bit of money. So we can just really look down there and have a look at profit margins. Antwerp's actually got a pretty good profit margin there, 4.46. Do we have a port in Antwerp? God, I don't even know. Do we have a port in Antwerp? Yeah, we totally do. Freiland. No, protect the Genoa node. That's just easier. We are getting attacked up there by an Upper Lorraine army, but that's fine. We'll just deal with it. Actually, speaking of dealing with things... No. Nah, we'll just play this one safe. Though we should see what we can do here. So the entire point here with Auvergne is to sue it for peace by forcing religion and making it be our vassal. 54%, not a problem. We'll be able to do that as soon as we capture it. You know, nice and easy. That'll be sorted. Burgundy itself, excuse me. Ugh. We may get them to release some places, but we could also. They're already Protestant, so that's not going to matter to us. I don't want them to be a vassal, but we'll probably get them to release those two places like that. Get us a bit of imperial authority. Upper Lorraine, on the other hand, we can't quite get them to force religion just because of how big they are, so we'll probably instead just get them to release some places. As many as possible. Like that. That'll be good. Alright, so, let's get to work. Looks like our vassals are really having a good time down there. Okay, Nizza has gone Protestant. That's fine. And you can see here the effect of having artillery. Because of the fort level that they have, which is only a -2, because we have 6 artillery, we're getting a +3 bonus on every single siege roll. I was going to say you can't buy that, but you obviously can, because I did. So yeah. That. And you can see the difference. These places, maybe not that one, but these places we're already at positive. This place up here is still at -35. And we don't just have artillery, we've also got leaders and that sort of stuff, so... Really pays money to, well, metaphorical money, to do this sort of thing. Yep. Yep. Excuse me again. It's the evening over here, so I'm going to be a little bit more coffee than usual. Oh look, some Bogomolist heretics. They're not my problem. Just getting event messages from other places. You know, which is great, but yeah. Okay, we just took the siege of Piemont, and we have converted Munchin to the proper faith. These guys can go up there. So now we have a spare missionary, who I'm going to send to... Are we actually getting progress on this? We must be. We shouldn't be, but we must be. I'm going to send them to... Religious unity is just utter shit, and it's actually somewhat of a problem. So, what I'm going to say is just start converting as much as we can. Just as many as possible, guys. Keep it up. Okay, we got Welsh Brixton, so that's all dealt with. Okay, so they're going to convert to Protestant and become a vassal. It's going to cost us some diplomatic power. A little bit of aggressive expansion that I'm not going to care about. And that's fine with me. Yep, they accepted. That's great. So, I am immediately going to send a bro down there to, Actually, I'm not going to be able to do that because I don't have one available just yet. Okay, so we've got some more barks showing up, and one's going to show up in Provence, so let's just put it in there. Dioclea and Mali, right. Why were we improving relations with Dioclea? Probably just because we were. Oh, probably because we were going to try and force religion on them without going to war with them, but it's easier to go to war with them because we get less of an opinion penalty. I know, right? Yeah, okay, so we're going to send, okay, 12th of July before we can send a guy down there. That's fine. I accept that. Okay, some more military access offers. If you guys didn't cancel it at the start of every damned load, this would not be an issue. Oh, well, now that they're Protestant, can we... No, we still have royal ties to them and all that sort of business. That's great. So, I guess I'd just like to improve some relations with you. Relations. Don't know why that army was up there to begin with. It seems a little odd. Oh. We'll just see what we do. Excuse me again. And I believe we're attempting to get some more admin power. Military power can just die in a hole right now. So Udo Agnes. To our enemies, the effort we put into defending our fortresses seems cowardly. However, Udo gets the last laugh as attrition slowly eats away their enemies while we sit snugly inside our fortresses. So we gain 1 stability and 25 fort defense, or 25 fort defense and 50 prestige. Need to prestige a little bit more right now, due to the aforementioned issues with prestige. We've won the Siege of Savoy. That's great news. Now you can head on over here and help out. Catholic zealots. Oh, we best deal with them. You guys can just lose this commander for a little bit while we give it over to these guys. Amazing teleporting commanders. So we've gotten enough admin to afford an idea now. For reasons, did we get less idea costs at some point? Oh right, because we're Protestant. So we could unlock that idea. I don't want to. Not yet. Not yet. I'd much prefer to get admin tech. Because with this next level of admin tech we can increase our production efficiency and we can also produce more grain. Yeah, not a problem. It's also reached my attention that we're not really using our mercenaries to do any of this stuff. Yeah, they're just sitting pretty over there. Can we go to war with these guys? Yep, who you allied to? Brabant and Patau. So that's Brabant up there and that's Patau there. This is a much easier way to check shit. We would have only been doing that to get oh, yeah, okay, we would have been doing that to get more of the Wien trade node. Well, I see no problem with that. Declare war to take Moraine. Do it. In you go, mercs. Who else are going to be at war with? Brabant and Patau. Lovely. Exactly as anticipated. Actually going to send those ones in. To do the sieging later. Okay, so they're just over here. That's going to be fairly easy. That's where our armies already are. 50 military power. For reasons. It's actually a positive event for reasons, which is surprising. And so Brabant already has a slight issue of the heretics. Which is fine by me. Okay, we won that little fight, so these guys are going to move out, and the real army is going to move in. Can we actually upgrade these guys yet? We can't. That's really annoying. I'm actually going to get rid of all of these guys. Disband the mercs. They were useful when they were around. Now they're less than useful. They're just annoying now. And that's really improved our fiscal balance. And we aren't carpet sieging anyway, so I don't particularly care about these small armies running around the place. Siege of Bern is complete. Cool. Go smash up Patau a little bit. Our vassals are just doing most of our carpet sieging for me. We have converted Wien. So... yeah, I'm going to send them to the higher up regions because that's going to improve our... it's going to make things easier later on. How much more do we need for another level of tech? 472. Alright. We'll get there. Didn't mean to do that. See, we're not even maxing out the siege status meter and we're already at 63%. We've taken Nevers. Moving up to that one, I guess. It's not being besieged at this point in time. Although, actually, you could move up to this one and deal with them. Do you have a leader? Nope. And you can move up to this one, and the other guys can move up that way later. Yeah, no problem. Wiped them. Head on into Limousine, get your siege on. Artillery makes things a lot easier when you have it. Okay, Siege of Wallace is complete. Okay. Yeah, a lot of increased bird activity outside. I have no idea if you guys can hear this, but yeah, it's just how it is. Build some more marketplaces. Nah, not right now. We good. Siege of Charolais is over. Go overkill a little bit. 16,000 guys marching down on 1,000. Heretics of Lauenburg have converted to the true faith. Lundberg, whatever it is. So yeah, again, I'm gonna send him to Nuremberg. Just get them working at the harder hitting places. Because once we lose that awesome bonus that we're getting for converting to Protestantism, and for, you know, it being the Reformation, it's actually going to turn into something of an issue for us. Converting places, that is. Good, won that fight convincingly. So now let's go start besieging parts of Brabant. And why not? Working our magic down there. Enough artillery and a good siege leader is enough to just not care about the blockade thing. Not needing a blockade is great. Iraq wants access, sure. We're actually in positives for our income. Only slight positives. Positives nonetheless. Okay, so Savoy is the war leader, but I don't care about them. I care about Burgundy and Upper Lorraine. And of course these other places. Okay, positive event time. We've been lucky enough to appoint an excellent minister whose actions will most likely greatly benefit our realm. 1 stability, 25 prestige, 40 admin power. We're already really close to max prestige at this point, so the only real bonuses out of that is the stability and administration power. Or 10 army tradition, 10 navy tradition, 100 military power. We're already, I think 100 is the cap, so we're already nearly at 100 army tradition, so I'm not too concerned about that. Navy tradition could increase, but I'm not even using it really. And the military power, well, we're so far away from affording the next thing here that it's not all that important. So we may just go with the admin power just for the hell of it. And we're still 2 admin points off increasing admin tech. However, Sandez has converted to a heretical faith, so we've lost another 7 imperial authority. We've got some Catholic zealots down here. Just start heading in that general direction. There's our tech, so let's buy that. Excellent. So the next level, not only will we be able to become a noble republic if we weren't a empire, but we get another idea group, which is excellent. We might put it into military. I'm not sure. We'll just work that out. But now we have access to... When I find the damn right table. Nope, okay. Ah, down here. When we have a little bit more admin tech, we have access to farm estates. So we'll just wait a month for that to come into play. That siege. That siege. Move out and actually take out your leader for a second. I'm going to give him to these guys. And you can actually come all the way up here. Okay, so we've gotten our extra admin power, so now we can see where we could build farm estates. Obviously we can only build these in places with grain. That's fine, we've got a fair number of these. We're probably going to be spending admin tech on this stuff for a little bit because grain is good. It does cost a lot of money, 500 each, but it's worth it. Bassman land is the next something. Sure. Siege of Hanert. Okay, great. Move on up there. And how's the fight going? Got a peace offer from Brabant. They will cede Hanert to us. Is that even what we want? No, we're going to force religion on these guys. Decline. Why don't we try this? Yeah, almost. The more people we can force into our religion, the better. Alright, good job guys. Head on back to this area. You guys can hop out of there. So we fought some peasants for some reason. I guess they were in the way. Peace offer from Burgundy. Burgundy will cede a bunch of places to us. I don't want you to cede places to us, I want you to give places up. And actually, they will give up exactly what we want them to, so I'm going to decline that, of course. And pay up some... oh, what appears to be diplomatic tech. Okay, 2 and 4 Imperial Authority. So we're back to 21. Now, what was I doing with Upper Lorraine? We're going to have to wait for our diplomat to come back. He has indeed come back. Good on him. Yeah, they still won't accept. We're well over the war thingy. But we're getting there. Kind of missing where we're even at war with. I'm not keeping very good track of it, am I? Come on guys, let's just finish up here. I've got other things to do, like declare war on other people. You guys shouldn't be standing there if you're going to take attrition. Okay, let's see where we can build some more farm estates. And of course farm estates do take a bit of time, to 60 months to build, so, you know, 5 years. But we're going to be building them all in the Wien trade node, of course. And hopefully not interrupting any conversion attempts. Venice is definitely still increasing in culture, which is good. Got a peace offer from Brabant. That's not what we want them to do, so they can get fucked. Let's take our fleet around to the Gulf. And our other fleet can actually just sit in the Gulf for a bit as well, because they need to join up. Antwerpen has changed to Protestant. Good on it. More the better, guys. More the better. Siege of Alençon. Good, so Upper Lorraine will now do what I want them to do. Because they sure as hell won't change religion on me. 4 and 5 Imperial Authority. Not bad. Now these guys can get the hell out of there. So Savoy are the only ones left there, so we can make peace with them. And our peace with them will involve us forcing religion on them. Done. Yep. Welcome to the party, guys. Okay, those fleets have joined up, so let's set them back to protecting trade in Venice. Not actually adding a lot of trade power, to be quite honest. Oh well. It's fine. We've got some Boglamist rebels besieging some of our shit. We might just have to deal with that. Some heretics have converted, that's very good. Keep it up, lads. Not doing too bad here. Did I recall that diplomat, or did I just tell him to stay there? Oh no, he's coming back. Good. Siege of Brabant is over, so that's probably 100% war score with Brabant. It certainly is, so let's peace out with them. Okay, it's only going to cost them 51 to go Protestant. So why don't we try and get... you know, we don't even need the prestige. And I don't want their shit, so just be Protestant, guys. Yep, that's all I want. Okay, now what can we do down here? Are you Protestant? You certainly are. So what I will want you to do is release a bunch of places. 2, in fact. And they'll do it. So that's free Imperial Authority. And they didn't release the other one for reasons. I don't know. I don't care. Okay, and this war will be over because I'm taking this province. Thank you. Very good. Now, we only need a few more to actually get full control over Wien. So let's see about that. This one, who are you? Ratibor. We don't have a truce with you. You are Protestant, though. I just made a mistake. Yes, I know. I know. My mistake here was that I forgot that we were attempting to set another rival, and to do that we have to be out of wars. Luckily, this guy has no allies. So I'm going to utterly crush him, and then we're just going to be done. Now we've converted the heretics of Nuremberg. So let's try and convert these heretics. Yep, wonderful. Let's just besiege the place. We can't really assault it, so we're just going to have to sit on it for a bit. Which is annoying, but you know, it's how we do. Still a lot of princes who don't want the reform, and that's probably because we're Protestant and most of the princes are Catholic. So that is something we will have to manage, but it should not be terribly hard to do so. Valencia don't like us. What about the Pope? Pope hates. Such hate, Pope. Such hate. Alright, well, Mali like us. Mauritania don't particularly like us, so let's just send a guy over to help them out. While we get our siege going. Good. Whatever that was. Ah, good. We rolled the highest, so we did break the walls a little bit. That'll help our siege progress a little bit faster. Oh yeah, nice. The siege is good. And I am, of course, just going to take their shit. Got a fairly decent income, to be quite honest. It's good. Yep, we just won the siege, so let's just accept these military access offers, and then accept these guys surrendering. Full annexation, thank you very much. Very good. Now I believe we need to set a rival. Volga, Bulgaria. Done. That should be giving us +2 power projection. Halving the time it will take us to get to where we want to be there. Alright. The other nations in the Wien trade node are these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. We do not have a truce with Urs. It is allied to Franconia and Bergslagen. This place here is a vassal of ours, so that's fine. How the fuck is it? Ugh. It's annoying, isn't it? Place is allied with Brandenburg. Let's just hit this one up. Where are you allied to? Well, to start with, you're at war with some places, so that's not good for you. And I'm sure we'll work it out. When our diplomat gets home. Our diplomat has gotten home. Declare war to take Fez. Off we go. Attack that. Where else? Did only Bergslagen join in? Yep, only Bergslagen joined in. So, yeah, we'll beat them up and make them change religion. You guys can lose your commander for a moment. Sometimes I think my allies are deliberately trying to attrit me. Let's build some more farm estates. It's Venice. These are Wien. It's Krakow, that's Wien, and that's Krakow. Alright, that's all 4 that we could currently build in Wien, so good on us. Working well. The downside to that, of course, is we are putting back our admin tech growth. But you know, you can only win some. Won that battle, destroyed their armies. Yeah, business as usual, business as usual. And now we've got our siege going. And this is actually all of our land up here, so we need to slowly connect that shit together. Go from coast to coast, as it were. Yeah, we should get some more guys. Let's get another 6 artillery for someone. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. A priest in Osnabrück has translated the Bible into our language and started to distribute copies of it to nearby villages throughout Osnabrück. Heresy burned the priest and his books. I believe what that is Catholic nations will get a +20 opinion for us, and Protestant nations will get a -40, or the alternate, which is -10 with Catholic nations, +20 with other Protestants. Great news. Spread it far and wide. I don't give a shit. Religion for the masses. That's what I'm all about. Apparently. We just can't invest in this one at any point until that total figure comes down, which means ahead of time needs to go away for a bit. So let's build some armories. Can we build armories? No, we've actually got nowhere to build armories. Son of a bitch. Just gonna slowly just sit back and watch these numbers tick upwards. And places declare war on other places. I always forget we own this bit of land up here, for reasons. I just have way too many diplomatic relations. And I can't really get out of... I guess I could get rid of Georgia, actually. Yeah, I have absolutely no reason to be friendly with Georgia. Fuck you, Georgia. I'm going to call them to arms. They will refuse. There we go. It's gotten us out of the alliance with no issues. But I do need to get rid of our royal ties. That is going to have a -1 prestige and -1 stability effect. I can afford that. Done. So that's going to give us a little bit extra diplomatic power, but not much. Not much at all. Really need to do something about these places that we're leading in unions. Just when can I integrate you? 99 and 95 and all that sort of bullshit. Still forever away. Great. Is that a military access offer again or request? Yeah. Computer just asks for that everywhere. Yeah, I don't care about Volga, Bulgaria. Okay, so that one's successful, that's fine. And that one's successful, so we have completely won here. Bergslagen would like to just pay us money to get out of it. They don't get out that easy. Force religion. And... I could use the extra prestige, so we're going to make them just transfer trade power to us, and you know what? No, we're not, because that would give them a relationship. Just end all your agreements. Done. Actually, I'm going to send this army up here to Lundberg instead. Sure. Guy's home, so let's get this one out of the way. This one we're just taking. Thank you, buddy. Okay, so now we just need these 3 places because Breslau is one of ours. This place is allied with Brandenburg, which we can totally take. And that's Polotsk, which is actually somewhat substantial. This one here is already under siege by Prussia. So we're just going to have to wait to see what that war does. These cannon need to go and integrate themselves into this army here. We could use another stack of cannon. We'll put them down here to the south so that we've got some down there. Oh well, mortars, whatever. And 6. Done. Converted the heretics of Florence to the one and true faith. So now work on Cremona. Thank you. Ready for this? Yeah, I think we're ready for this. Declare war, take the core, let's go. Got some Catholic zealots have arisen because reasons, I guess. There and there. I'm not even going to give them a leader. I don't need it for those guys. And they probably won't need it for these guys, so just go ahead and take them. You joined in yet, Brandenburg? Yep, and Brandenburg has actually taken the war leader, which is annoying because it means we can't piece them out separately. Some heretics are done. Send them to the next place. Yeah, we should still win this. Good. And it seems now that if you just beat rebels, you beat them. You used to have to chase the damn fuckers around the map. It was not pleasant. In the slightest. Yeah, not a problem. Oh good, we already breached the walls in Saxon. Wonder if we can wrap this one up before the end of the episode. Let's see. Yep, still can't build anything. Anything military anyway. May just power up, manpower up as high as we can take it and then just buy the next military level when it becomes available. Tremendously inefficient, but fuck it. Get the idea that our projection should have increased more than that this time. Oh well, we'll see. We'll see. Hanseatic peasants. Changes of policies, when cleverly timed and made, were often well perceived by the people of a time beyond their actual efficiency, as a proof of the government's goodwill and interest in the welfare of the realm. +1 stability, +25 all powers, or gain 200 ducats. 25 all powers. Not really a decision that needs to be made. Gonna have to deal with this army before they get too big. So as soon as we finish this siege down here in Altmark, we're gonna take them down. And that's Altmark done. Catholic Zealots at Cremona again. Fuck is Cremona? It's this fucking one down here, alright. Well, this army now has guns. So fuck you. See if Saxon is over. We can't separately piece them out, so I'm just going to get this army and move it back down to here. These two should have joined up a long time ago. There's my antivirus bitching at me. Oh, apparently we now have the Imperial thing against Holland. That'll be handy. We'll use that next episode. Moraine converted to Protestant. Good on it. More places that do that by themselves, the better. Let's go back to Cremona and beat the shit out of it. Okay, recall from Auvergne. That's pretty good for a guy that we released just to declare war on. Is it war with anybody? You're allied with Prussia, Messian, Crimea, and Jülich. Does that mean this war here is over? Yeah, it is. Well, guess it's not for long. And with that, I feel like we should just have this one last battle. Just for old time's sake. Yeah, see, with the artillery, we've now actually got something to do in the fire phase, as well as the shock phase. Yeah, so those guys are done. I'm actually just going to park these guys over here for a bit, because Cremona does have quite a high revolt risk due to the working missionary. But with that being said, I think that's about time to end the episode. So, as usual, if you've got any comments, questions, whatever, go ahead and leave them below. Get to them as soon as possible, I swear. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you'd like to see more, subscribe button, well, you know where it is. And, yeah, I've been Sub. You have been yourselves. Later.